Hi everyone, welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. This is Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Thank you very much for joining us. We are working on a Christmas quilt today. This is one that I've designed. I took a fat quarter bundle that I got from the Hobby Horse, which is a quilt store not too far from here down near Georgetown, and added a few little pieces left over that I had from a table runner from a girlfriend. So, and there was a bit chunk, so I, did something, and then picked up the Cardinal fabric from Fabricland, and same with the gray, and then I had the red in my stash. So, and that was pretty much a very fast quilt. It went, way to go, off you go. So what I've decided to do with it, since I made it, I'm gonna free motion it. Okay, so I've decided to just kind of give it almost like a wood grain look because there's lots of trees in this whole quilt. Just doing not straight lines, but curvy lines, and then a couple of swirls and spirals and going back and forth. So I have rolled it, so I'm not hitting it with my toes anymore. So I will just continue where I was going here, and I'm just moving back and forth. In some sections that are higher than the others, that's where I'm putting a little swirl to kind of help even it out to the next layer, because you want to work your way evenly across the quilt. All right. And you don't always have to put your little swirl. I mean, that's totally up to you. Got lots of that are just curvy lines. Just be nice and steady. There you go, and just work your way back. Make sure you're not coming up on the edge there. There we go. Yeah, I didn't really know what to do with all those fat quarters. In fact, I had them since probably last summer. I did a road trip with my friend Lisa, and we went that way, and I thought, oh, it make a really nice masculine quilt with all the grays and the reds and the blacks and stuff in it. So I thought, all right, I'll do it for Christmas last year. Well, I didn't get enough time, of course, because Walt had just arrived. We were just getting to know each other. That's what I call my long arm, if you don't know that. If you haven't tuned into the many long arm shows beforehand, I appreciate you tuning in now. Thank you very much. I do have a lot of fun. And as my husband says, sometimes it's learning what not to do. That's half the fun too. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, Christmas is fast approaching. We're working on a Christmas quilt in our weekend project. If you don't know about that, that's something we do every weekend. There's the block sort of set right behind me there. So it's kind of hard to stitch and talk at the same time. But it's, I guess, like chewing gum and walking and talking. Just don't trip over your own 2 feet. Of course, I'm walking too. Sideways, as they say, doing the carpet shuffle. And just be really random with your swirls. Don't be, keep it same spot every row sort of thing. You want to keep it very natural. Okay. And that's what I'm doing. I'm coming right off. I've done just points when I'm coming right off the quilt here, just to make sure I'm continuing my whole movement and not stopping short. And I'm using the straight lines of this block to kind of make sure I'm keeping level. You know what I mean? Like, I'm making sure that this row is coming really close to this line all the way across. So it's not like I'm coming on an angle or anything like that. And that's why sometimes it's necessary just to go wiggly woggly all the way around. A little full there. I've been quilting a long time and I still need practice with my piecing, so. Just moving along. And then back. And that's how we're filling up this whole quilt. Easy, easy on the eyes, fun to look at. And I haven't been doing the gaps too far apart. Oh, it seems we're out of bobbin. There we go. Oopsies. Okay. I knew I was using a lot. Oh, that's okay. I have 2 more. Just need to move it off to the edge here so I can get to the bobbin case. There we go. Oh, it just broke, but that's okay. We will, it's really low, so I might as well just switch it out. Okay. Oh, that's way too tight. Let's try that again. There we go. Much better. Trying to get the bobbin tension not to be too tight or too loose. Okay. So where did I end off? Was right here. Okay, middle of the red. So let's overlap it just a little bit. Pull the bobbin thread up from the bottom. If I can, there we go. It's a long one. All right, put a couple little tack stitches down there so we're not going to lose those. I will clip just a little shorter so when I come back on the other side I'm not going to get those all tangled up. Okay, I was working in that direction. All right, there we go. Rocking and rolling again. There were some really cute Christmassy type pantos on my software, but I don't know. I don't want it to be just destined as a Christmas quilt. Yes, it's masculine. Yes, it's kind of wintry, but it doesn't have to be just a Christmas quilt, right? So I thought if I kind of stayed away from that, I wasn't holding it back, right? It's freeing it up to be any kind of quilt it wanted to be. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last 2 veteran quilts that we've done in honor of Remembrance Day. For those who have fought for our freedom. Because let me tell you, those who don't have it really, really want it. So we are very lucky. That I do know. There, it's so much easier without that other fabric underneath. Catching my toes on the batting part. I didn't want to trim it until I had it up. At least another row, just to make sure. And just keep puttering back and forth. I had a few ideas. One was just the swirl and then a loop and just filling it all in like a meander sort of thing all over, or just filling it as a background fill. But I don't know, I really like this one. I was trying to do, like I say, mimic the greens of the tree. Make should be coming right, there we go. And this is just unregulated. I don't have it on constant. If I was doing more circles or loops or something like that, I certainly would. It's 12 stitches per inch, and I'm using a cool gray from Glide in the bobbin and on the top. This is actually my first time using this color. Use gray, but not this cool gray. I was trying to think of something that would go neutral for this whole quilt, right? That I didn't want anything to stand out. Like first I had red. I had red on here. It was like a dark red. And I thought, I don't think so. It's not working for me. So I'm like, I got this cool gray. It's a cool quilt for that cool guy. So this is one that's going to be sold in the quilt shop. So if anybody is interested, I'm listening. So contact me and I will let you know the sum fee of said beautiful quilt. It is 78 by 76 or something like that. So it's almost square. It'd be perfect for a blanket for the couch, the cuddle room, you know, cuddle on the couch. Throw over the back of the couch, the edge of the bed, over the chair. And I was going to bind it in red. And what I have on the back here is it's moose and zigzags and maple leaves and diamonds and just completely Canadian type of quilt. So I will leave it there and let me finish all on this because I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So thank you very, very much for joining me for this Long on Wednesday. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell all your homies. And I'm hoping maybe close to Christmas we can have some sort of like a free draw. I'm thinking maybe a personalized stocking or a table runner or something. Maybe toss a couple ideas out there. People who like and subscribe, they're going to get entered in to win something. And we've had winners before here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Two. One up the road. We didn't bribe her, nor did she bribe us. It just was accident that she won. It was kind of cool. And one over in the UK. So she won too. So it was very, very nice to share the love and be able to give nice gifts. All right. So thanks, everybody. Stay tuned for more shows from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop and check out Weekend Project. Okay. Thanks. Bye-bye.